I'll add it into the script, probably just the cheeseburger part though. So what does he do after that? Well, now he's changed and he wants to do good, so he announces that his company's not gonna make weapons anymore. Won't that jeopardize the entire company and cause hundreds of people to lose their jobs? Probably. Kind of weird that his first good act is gonna destroy hundreds of families. Whoops. Whoopsie. So anyway, then Tony's gonna build himself a really good Iron Man suit. Okay. And he's gonna have a hard time getting it to fly, but eventually he's gonna get the hang of it. And what does he do with it? Well, he goes to kill people and then accidentally blows up a US fighter jet. This guy kinda sucks. Kinda. Wow, and who else is in the movie? We're also gonna have this guy, Obadiah Stane. Oh, so he's the bad guy? How could you tell? Well, his name is Obadiah Stane, so I figured he's either a bad guy or a general in the American Civil War. Well, it's the first one. That does make the most sense. So anyway, Obadiah works on building his own Iron Man type suit. So you're saying the bad guy has similar powers as the hero, but uses them for evil? Exactly. Okay, before you say anything else, I love that and I want to do it over and over again in any movies we make. Won't that get kind of repetitive? I don't know. Well, okay then. So what else happens? Well, Obadiah can't figure out the mini arc reactor thing, so he paralyzes Tony and steals his. Uh-oh, is he gonna kill him? No, he's gonna explain his evil plan to him and then leave him for dead. Why wouldn't he just kill him though? Because there has to be a final fight. Fair enough. So then there's gonna be a final fight. Right. And Obadiah's a really good fighter, so it's super tough for Tony. Didn't we have a whole thing where it takes Tony a while to figure out how to use the suit properly? Yeah, well, Obadiah's gonna get the hang of it immediately. Wow. So then they're gonna have a crazy public fight and Obadiah's gonna throw cars around and stuff. What's his plan here exactly? Well, I guess it's to murder Tony in a very public way and hope that solves all his problems. Doesn't seem like it would. Yeah, it's not the best plan. Huh. So anyway, Tony's gonna fly so high up that Obadiah's suit freezes and he's gonna fall all the way back down to Earth. Wow, so he dies? No, he's completely fine. How? I don't know. Fair enough. So then Tony's gonna get Pepper to overload this giant arc reactor thing so it blows up and kills Obadiah. Wouldn't that also kill Tony? It would and it should, but it won't. Very lucky. And so yeah, that's about it. Wow. So what do you think? Well, it sounds like a pretty fun superhero movie. Okay. So yeah, I say let's give it a shot. I doubt it'll lead to anything huge, but we can give it a try. Hey guys, Ryan here. Hope you liked that pitch meeting. You can let me know in the comments section what other movies you'd like to see pitches for. Also, if you liked it, please do give it a like, maybe share it on Facebook and Twitter. There are also a lot of these videos on the channel that you can check out. And as always, check back soon for a new one. Bye-bye.
New grade A boneless wings meal with fries, toast, and a drink for just $7.99. Only at Zaxby's.
So you have an Iron Man sequel script for me? Yes, sir, I do. So you know how everyone loved the first Iron Man movie? I mean, yeah, that's why we're talking right now. That's a very good point. Anyway, I asked myself, how can we make people like this movie like 5 times more than that one? Oh yeah? What'd you come up with? Well, I figure we could take what should probably be like 5 separate Iron Man movies and cram them all into one. Are you worried it's gonna feel disjointed and all over the place? Well, to be honest, at first I was worried, but then I was like, I'm hungry, and I went to get a burrito and completely forgot about it. Whoops, whoopsie. So what are all these storylines we're gonna be following? Well, there's one about the government wanting to get their hands on Tony's technology. There's another about Tony's competitor, Justin Hammer, trying to replicate his tech. There's a whole thing where Tony has daddy issues. There's a thing about him handing the company over to Pepper Potts and also he's in love with her. Then there's a bad Russian guy that's trying to kill him, and then there's a whole thing about Tony slowly being killed by his own suit. That should definitely be more than one movie. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a real cram fest. And you said Tony's being killed by his suit? Yeah, he's being poisoned by the arc reactor thing in his chest. The arc reactor that's powering the magnet keeping shrapnel out of his heart? Yeah, so he's gotta figure something out or he's gonna die. I mean, why doesn't he just swap that out for another non-toxic power source? He literally had that thing running on a car battery in the first movie. Well, the arc reactor also powers the suit, so I guess he wouldn't be Iron Man without it? Oh, so the arc reactor has to be inside his chest cavity for the suit to work? Well, no, because Rhodey is able to put on a suit later and he doesn't have an arc reactor in his chest cavity, so it seems like Tony has a pretty easy solution here. Yeah, well, eventually he is gonna solve it. Oh, how does he do that? By synthesizing a new element. What? Yeah, it turns out his dad had discovered a new element, and so he hid the plans for it in a diorama so that his son could decipher it in the future. Seems overly complicated. Oh yeah, it's super complicated and way over the top, but he ends up figuring it out. Yeah, but when he discovers the plans Jarvis is like, bad news, Tony, this element is impossible to synthesize. Oh, so what does Tony do? He immediately does it. But how? By being smart and doing it. Why even mention that it's impossible to do if we're just gonna have him do it immediately? Because it's dramatic, if you say so. I do. So anyway, there's also this bad guy named Whiplash. Oh, what's his deal? Well, Tony's dad completely ruined his dad's life, so he wants to kill Tony. Okay. So he builds an arc reactor of his own and makes these crazy whip things. Is he not able to make anything better than whips? Oh no, he definitely is, but his villain name is Whiplash. Oh, so he has to make whips at least once in the movie. Exactly. Very smart. Anyway, so he goes to this race in Monaco and just starts chopping up cars with his whips. What's his plan here? To kill Tony. How's he supposed to do that by chopping up race cars? Well, at the last minute before the race, Tony actually got into one of the cars. Oh, how did Whiplash know he was gonna do that? He didn't. It was completely spur of the moment. So what was his plan to kill Tony if he hadn't gotten into a car randomly? I don't know. Fair enough. Anyway, so then Happy Hogan is gonna have to rush to bring Tony his suit. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, so he's gonna have to drive against traffic on the racetrack, but before he leaves, he's like, come on, Pepper, come sit in the back seat. Why would he bring her on that insanely dangerous mission? So she can be there. But anyway, so then they're gonna ram into Whiplash with their car. But I'm guessing his armor blocks the damage. Oh, he doesn't have armor. What? Yeah, no, he's like practically bare-chested. Well, then why didn't any security guards shoot him or something? I don't know. I guess they were busy with other stuff. Huh? Busy day at the racetrack. Anyway, so then Happy's gonna ram his car into Whiplash like 4 times. So Whiplash dies? No, because when cars ram into people, it doesn't do any damage to the human body. Oh, learning new stuff about cars is tight. I'm gonna go play in traffic right after this meeting. Well, I can't recommend that enough. That's gonna be awesome. Oh yeah, it is. So anyway, Justin Hammer is gonna hire Whiplash to make some tech, but he's gonna end up making a bunch of drones and an Iron Man suit of his own. Oh, so there's gonna be a final battle where Tony fights someone who also has a suit? That's right. Didn't we do that in the